Guys, can I share with you a little story? A little real life with Callie Carroll, a little like authenticity behind all of the other things that we do, although I'm pretty authentic in every video. But I just want to take you into the backstory, the backstage pass into my actual life. First of all, let's just note how I look like shit. Okay, let's just note that and let's just accept it for what it is. It just is what it is. This is me trying to look good. Like I actually tried to put on makeup to compensate for the 4 eyelashes that I have left from not being able to see my eyelash girl. I sound like this. I say it's my sexy voice. It's my I can't breathe because of COVID voice. Don't even worry about it. Done my hair 14 times because I just look like a crazy woman, no matter what. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so there's number 1. Number 2, in just a span of a couple hours, my morning has been an amazing adventure trying to get one meeting done of all the different things. And some of you guys, you watch Good Morning Sunshine or you hang out with me and you're like, man, Cal's life is so perfect. Like she's got everything all wrapped up. Guess what? If you've ever said that, you don't know me whatsoever. So let me just make sure I debunk that myth right now. And you know that I'm a real life human with real life things that occur in my life. So do you guys want to go on a tour? Let me take you on a tour. This is going to be very good cinematography as well because it just is what it is. So first of all, I'm sitting here. I'm chilling over here, doing some meetings with the coach, hanging out, chatting, holding Witten because Witten's screaming while I'm doing my meetings because that's the majority of my day because I'm trying to work as a stay-at-home mom, build 3 different businesses, and take care of my small, tiny humans and other humans. And then I look down and I'm covered in what? What's your guess? Poop? Is that your guess? Because that's the right answer. How many times has this happened to you in the last week, Callie? 3 different times, 3 different occasions, I've been covered in poop. Why is that? Because I still can't smell anything from the COVID. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure there's still some in my pants. There's just a little bit of poop though. You're thinking, why didn't you change your pants after you had poop on them? Because I had to change the baby, not myself. Moms don't win out. So then I went upstairs, right? Poopy baby went upstairs. We started to do bath time. No problem. Still on my call. So I lug my computer like this. This is how I walk around and work, you guys. I'm like, okay, it's no problem. I can do a meeting at the same time. I go upstairs. We start doing bath time. Perfect. We get out of the bath. Great portion of my meeting. Meanwhile, my computer's dying. And I come downstairs and I see on the floor, which you can't tell now, just a pile of ibuprofen. And you're thinking a pile of it. It's like this. I'm thinking, what sort of mom doesn't shut the ibuprofen lid so that her baby could come downstairs and lick the floor? That's super dangerous. Thank goodness we were taking a bath time. So I come downstairs to clean it up before baby drags himself through it, right? And then I realize that the ibuprofen bottle is just completely cracked. I don't know where it is. It's just cracked. How does your ibuprofen bottle get completely cracked all over the place? I'm not sure, you guys. Like this is still just sitting here, cracked all over the place. Okay, so now it's been, 30 minutes of my work morning and I've got shit in my pants. Like the floors, I've cleaned 4 different times now. They're sticky AF. Like literally I walk through and my little slippers are over there and it's like this when I'm walking around because that's just what it is, you guys, back off. So as I do this, I'm over and I'm like cleaning my stuff up. I'm like, this is perfect. It's no problem. Just a little poop, just a little bit of stickiness. And I'm like, at least I have my tea. So I go over to grab my tea. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so delicious. And I look down and of course, there's a fly in my tea. There's not a fly in my tea now, you guys. I got a new one. Back off. Okay, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still in my meeting, still working, right? Chatting with my coach. I'm like, oh, of course, there's just a little fly in my tea. No problem. And then meanwhile, I look over and my son Quincy grabs my spinner, which is my favorite. Oh, what's all this, you guys ask? That's ibuprofen. This is like shit. My house is covered in shit right now. Maybe you try to clean before you have people come over. I mean, I do. I like my space picked up no matter what. Apparently, I go live when my house looks like an absolute asshole. But that was bad. Never mind. I can't make that one back up. Ooh. Okay, so my spinner, anyways, Quincy drops this. And now, oh, sure, right this second it's gonna work. It hasn't worked all morning. So then my spinner doesn't work. It's my favorite toy ever. And it's not gonna like work long term. I put it in here and I'm just doing this. This is not the way you spin things. And then I go to take more of my notes in my notebook. And then I realize this notebook doesn't actually grab the pieces of paper. So my notes are all over the spot. I'm trying to do a meeting. I'm covered in poop. I'm stepping in stickiness. I'm drinking flies. My medicine bottle's broke. My spinner's broken. This is my morning. And I only have 4 eyelashes. And a little COVID, whatever. So why are you making this video, Callie? Does anybody really care? I have people tell me all the time that they think that I have my shit totally together. They're like, man, how do you keep it all together? How are you always so happy and so upbeat and blah, 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 blah. And of course, like they have this like perception that people that you don't even know that they've got their shit together. This whole thing, this isn't just me. This is everyone. Whoever you're following on social media, who you think they've got it all together, guess what? They don't. Sometimes they have shit on their pants and sticky stuff on their shoes. They do. They have a fly in their tea. The people who you put on this pedestal, like they have all of their life perfectly like lined out, they don't. And you make yourself feel bad about it because you're like, well, I'm not where they're at. I'm just gonna put you guys back over here because it's really hard to hold this. You guys, this is the best thing about these light things. It's not gonna work, is that you can just not have to hold anything. Their life is not that perfect, right? It's about the perception of each and every day. It's not about everything being perfect. It's about your perception of your reality. And being okay with laughing with it, being okay with reacting with lightheartedness instead of heaviness, being okay with letting go of those negative emotions so you can see the humor in different things, right? Being okay with acknowledging that sometimes you will have shit on your pants. Sometimes you will have a full bottle of ibuprofen spilled on your floor. That's really weird. Why would you ever have that? I've never had that in all of my other years of raising babies. Maybe you won't, but like something to the kin of that, right? To the kin of that, Kelly, you use such good words. And I want to just acknowledge this with you guys today, that everybody has life happen. Everybody has shit go down. Everybody faces challenges, messes. The show home that you go into, either they are killing themselves trying to keep it perfect all the time, but if they have a morning like mine, there's no way, right? And that's okay. That's completely okay. So as I find myself going through this crazy ass morning, you guys, do you think that I'm like frustrated and huffing and puffing around? I mean, if I was, we just did a video about that, right? I would go through those emotional releases that we talked about in the Frustrated AF, but like literally it was just laughable. I'm like, this is my world. This is my world so much that I'm going to pull out my video. I'm going to make a live video or a video for everyone because I want them to see that this is the real thing. It just is what it is. And instead, you know what I did? I've given gratitude for my morning. Like, what a freaking awesome morning I've had. Aside from the shit and the stickiness and the flies and the broken things in the broken notebook and like just the craziness of trying to do all the mom life and building businesses. Like, I got to get on a call with one of my like bomb ass coaches to develop our next level project me, to decide what we're going to be doing. Then I got like, after that, I got to connect with all of my I Am Journey girls, getting ready for tonight and do the things that I'm passionate about. And when you're living in your passion and you're pushing towards your joy and your bliss and the things that you want to create in your life, those little things, they seem like what they are, little things. A fly in my tea is just a fly in my tea, you guys. It's nothing more than that. And sometimes you're going to wake up and you're going to have a fly in your tea sometime throughout the day. And it's not something that we need to freaking explode about, especially when we're running after what we're truly passionate about. So, good morning, sunshines. If you didn't share what you're grateful for below, then do that. If you're like, Callie, man, who does your hair and your makeup and your stuff, girl? Give me her number. Stop backing out. Like, back off. You're just making fun of me right now. Whatever. You guys, we always commit at the end of these videos. So if you're committed, then just share below, like I'm committed to altering my perception, right? To changing your perception and to realizing that all of those different people around you are not superhuman. They're just humans with either a super presence, right? Or you're just never seeing their background story, or maybe that's an and instead. You guys, you're amazing. You're wonderful. I don't care how much shit you have in your pants, or how many flies are in your tea, or any of those pieces. Although, if we're gonna hang out, like change your pants first, and don't serve me a tea with a fly in it. Just kidding, it's totally fine. But let me know if you guys are committed below. This is it for me this morning, you guys. Good morning, sunshines, from Callie Carroll, the reality of my actual world. Not all the time, but some of the time. Do you guys wanna see my fort? Before you go, let's just see my fort. This is the rest of my world. Like you're thinking, were you playing Legos just now? Yep, we sure were. And are you building a fort? Oh, you know we're building a fort. Best fort ever. Oh, they took down my cozy comfies. It is nice though. Okay, I gotta go. I have so much stuff to do. Bye.